Let me tell you a little secret about myself. I think ever since the 4th grade, grade 4 maybe, I've been a huge wrestling fan, professional wrestling fan. I'm talking about the old days. Tony Cannonball Parisi, the Love Brothers, Angelo King Kong Mosca, and I'm still a huge fan. I watch it every Saturday. And if you're in the Toronto area, you should know Friday, January 31st, 8 p.m. Eastern, there's a huge WWF card happening. Lots of matches, including the headliner is a triple threat federal championship match. Psycho Sid, Bret the Hitman Hart versus Shawn Michaels. It's 3 people fighting for 1 belt. Very cool. I'm thinking, you know, I've been a wrestling fan for years. What's so hard about it? I think I could be a wrestler. What, you need like a sexy manager? You need like a name, an image? Maybe like Wild Bill, like Cowboy or something. Yeah. Bret Hart, I reckon you best stay out of the way of Wild Bill. You hear me talking? Now listen up. I may only be 5'7". I may only weigh maybe 155 pounds, and I know you got the strength, you got the brawn, you got the experience, but there's something that you wish you had that I have. That's Pretty Miss Kitty. Check it out, Pretty Miss Kitty. Give me a kiss here, Pretty Miss Kitty. Atta girl. Bret Hart, you son of a gun, you best stay out of my way when this 7.5 size boot comes across your forehead. You wish you ain't never tangled with Wild Bill.
I tell you something, Bret Hart. Prepare to be broken.
That'd be all right. I could do that. That'd be pretty amazing. I think I should be on the...
Where's this Wild Bill? Where's he? Where's Wild Bill?
You know, I was only kidding about all that.
Bill.
You're aware of that, right?
Wild Bill.
You know, I was doing just a joke, right? You know that. So glad to have you here. Why don't you have a seat? What I said is true. I'm a huge fan. Been a fan for years. May I wear the
Please.
the Hitman Hart trademark?
Oh, you had me up there shaking my boots up there.
How about that Pretty Miss Kitty though? Huh?
Pretty Miss Kitty has a lot of room left for her in the WWF.
Okay, this is happening Friday 31st. This is you against Shawn Michaels and Psycho Sid, all vying for the WWF Championship belt. Now you...
Plus, George Chuvalo was going to referee.
The referee, very important.
Yeah.
Now you all be friends at one time or another.
Well, in the world of wrestling, you know, it's always a love-hate situation. You know, you're never really friends, but you're never really enemies that long, or at least it's hard to. You usually got to get on an airplane the next day and fly somewhere and fight each other again. So.
Oh man.
So, no, I don't really hate either one of these guys too much, but I don't particularly like either one either. So it actually makes it a little harder, I suppose, to fight guys that you don't really hate.
Well, Shawn Michaels was in about a year ago, actually, and I was very fortunate to talk to him. And one of the things that we talked about, I can't see out of your glasses, Brett.
I had the same problem coming in.
And one of the things that we talked about, and this is very interesting, there's a whole bunch of similarities between professional wrestling and rock and roll. You know, both are very flashy, touring around, playing to stadiums full of people, a lot of maybe groupies, a lot of girls running around backstage, maybe.
There's a lot of similarities between rock and roll and wrestlers, yeah.
And also just the music, like that you're part of a CD now.
Yeah, and apparently it's went gold, I guess, here in Canada, which is, so I think it's sort of an accessory. It goes with the action figures or something. You know, you can't have without the action figures. Got to have something to go along with the.
And the t-shirts.
Got to have stocked, Bill. You got it all.
I appreciate this. And a lot of people have been asking me for it already. I'm like, yeah, right.
How did Shawn Michaels get his head inside this place? That's what I want to know.
He was okay. He did pretty good. And also, I remember reading, this is kind of fascinating because you know you have to maybe be a good guy one day and a bad guy the next day, depending on whether or not you want that title bad enough. A lot of kids look up to you. You're like a role model.
Yeah, I try to be somebody. I mean, the way I look at it is, I know for me anyway, when I grew up, usually Saturday morning or somewhere in around that time, your kids are watching wrestling, you know, and I like to think that the kids that are watching me are in pretty good, you know, they're in safe hands when they're watching me, that I don't really, you know, lead them too far astray. Say some, you know, upstanding principles. It's okay to be a action hero or a guy that fights people and beats people up, but I generally try to ensure that justice prevails and that I have some line of integrity. And of course, there's some people, whether you're Dennis Rodman or Shawn Michaels, or you know, that's how you sort of lump them together, that don't necessarily pride themselves on being great role models. They're more tuned into themselves, and there's just something about some people that maybe they don't appreciate or don't like the fact that they are role models, but the fact is that they are, you know.
Do you think Sean's watching? Does he keep insulting him? He's going to come out...
Insulting him?
He's going to be coming out Friday night really
How can I
mad.
insult a guy that referred to himself as a degenerate? You know, it's like doesn't leave me a whole lot of room to throw too many barbs at him. No, Sean is...
Sean, if you're watching, I'm not saying any of this.
When you're the champion, you're always the target, and everyone knows that Sean and I have sort of ill feelings from our pasts. When we shall collide again.
Do we have that tape ready? Can we just see just a little bit of you in action here? This is from your promo reel, I guess. Now, what I want to talk about, what's harder, climbing that mountain to get to the top or staying on top when all these people are trying to knock you off?
I think climbing up was harder for me.
Yeah.
It took me forever. I'm the only guy that ever started out on the very, very, very bottom, got all the way to the very top, and I think that's a heck of a lot harder than starting out halfway up. Big
feat, too. 3-time WWF World Champion, 3-time. Twice you held the Tag Team Championship, and also twice you've held the Intercontinental Championship. Well done.
Bill, you know you're wrestling.
Well, I'm a fan of Bret the Hitman Hart.
But
and if I was to get in the ring with you, you know I'd lose. You know that.
Well, I don't know. If you got that nasty feminine female manager there. No, I myself on ultimately being the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And I don't think anybody can lace my boots up, to be honest with you.
Well done. Well done. Simpsons, when's that happening?
Simpsons, April 13th. At least that's the date that I got. So.
And how's the Calgary Hitmen doing?
The Calgary Hitmen are struggling, but we're going to bounce back. Okay. And we might not be as strong this season as we'd like to have been, but I think it's the Memorial Cup, going to go all the way.
If anybody doesn't know, the Calgary Hitmen is a Junior A?
No,
Triple A?
Tier 1.
Tier 1? Okay.
Western Canada Hockey League, and we should becoming contenders for the Memorial Cup.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up with a video request of yours for the hip. I love the hip, so that's great to see. But you know why? I tried to ask for a suplex, and it came back, he's going to hurt you. Don't ask for a suplex. I figured, what a dream. Be suplexed by Bret. Even if I do hurt myself.
You work so hard, you need to rest. So this is why you need to have somebody put you to sleep.
Maybe do you think maybe a sleeper hold?
A sleeper hold, yeah.
I have the honor of getting a sleeper hold from Bret Hart.
I can put a sleeper hold on.
Okay. What happens here?
Where are we doing this? Right here?
This is probably the camera here. We'll face for the sleeper hold here.
And we're on camera right
Kids, don't do this at home. It's for the professionals only.
Yeah.
Okay, don't be messing around with a sleeper hold.
And Wild Bill.
Okay.
See how fast and efficient I am? Excellence of execution.